nickname, and we had to put it out, but what he has done since then, absolutely incredible, trying to beat former two-time world champion Adrian Lewis tonight. Watching it, Alan Warren-Little and John Rawling.
Good evening, thank you, Jackie. Yes, been looking forward to this game since it became apparent that these two were going to be playing against each other. Adi Lewis, as a darts player, he seems to have his joie de vivre back. He's got his mojo back. He looks as though he fancies the task after a few bleak weeks. Rob Cross, what a game, what a year he's had.
Yes, a player who's almost achieved everything in the game in Adrian, and a player in Rob Cross who's got the potential, and I must stress potential, to do as much as possible Adrian has done as well. An incredible year for Cross.
Adi Lewis, so much natural talent, as you've been saying. I mean, a lot of darts players would love to see him get back to the top, but this is an exciting new addition to the elite. His world ranking only 21, but I think in most people's eyes, the way he's playing right now, you'd have to say he's probably in the top 4.
Well, current form, yeah, 3 or 4, with Peter Wright and Michael obviously in that group. But obviously, with it being his first year, taking him a bit more time to rise to the real cream at the top.
Well, he's got the darts. He averaged 104.04 in defeating Steve Lennon earlier on, and slung together 4 ton-plus checkouts in the space of 6 legs. I mean, he went through an astonishing purple patch.
Yeah, he was pushed all the way as well, wasn't he, by another one of our young players coming through development too, in Steve Lennon, who's starting to show how good he is on the stage. Did pretty well in the Grand Slam. He's done pretty well over this weekend.
His mum and dad, Stuart and Sally, here today, cheering him on.
45.
Yes, from Adrian's point of view, you know, he's had all the doubters coming into this tournament. And difficult to analyse really anything different with what he's been doing over the last 3, 4, 5 months. But we all know what he can do.
Change of darts, of course, as we've talked about already, playing with a set similar to those that Raymond van Barneveld throws with.
People would find that strange, wouldn't they, that a player of Adrian's quality over the years and what he's won would change darts, but maybe they're very similar, and he's just decided to, maybe it might be something that can just turn the corner for him.
Tiny bit more weight than the ones he normally uses. He's throwing with 22-gram darts, and normally I think I'm right in saying he usually throws an 18-gram.
Yeah,
fractions you're talking about, but it's just what you fancy, what you feel like at a given time.
In darts, that's actually quite a big difference. It really is. A lot of players, even the pub players, will tell you the same thing.
Some players throw with darts which are almost like feathers. I know, what's his name? Dennis Priestley used to throw incredibly light darts. There's a first maximum for Rob Cross. Let the match kind of begin, because here comes the response.
Well, this is what they want to see. Cross leaves himself 80, but AJ firing a maximum to leave 105 just in case. Just in case he misses tops, and tops he hits. Good start from Cross.
Excellent start. Important that Lewis holds his throw here, and that's a little glimmer now to Rob Cross. Jump on this.
Yeah, they both hit a maximum, didn't they, in the leg, but there was a bit of a dip on scoring in a few of the other darts. But
look at
that
this.
Comes Cross.
140.
Well, as we've seen, certainly on the Players' Championship, which many people might not have all seen, you can get that stream now. His tournament game on that floor, he hits so many maximums, he really does, and he's starting to take his A game well and truly onto the big stage. Still yet to win a title, obviously been to a final already.
Four Players' Championships that he's won this year, though, and he's only really been playing since March, and he's won himself the better part of 200 grand already. Add to that this, whatever he comes away with here, looking for the £100,000 first prize. And the World Championship still to come. What's that, 400,000 for the winner there?
Yeah, just a couple of quid. Yeah, the world's his oyster. His first year. Now he's got all next year's prize money to go on his rankings as well. You know, the 2-year ranking system on the main order of merit. That's the world rankings.
Rob Cross had a decent job as a contract electrician, and I think a few members of his family thought he was nuts in walking away from that. But, well, the results speak for themselves, and he says, I'm not just here for the fun of it, I'm here because this is my job. He's taking it mega seriously and reaping the rewards.
140.
Yes, the electrician is certainly lighting up the darts world.
Bullseye.
94. Robbie requires 68.
Lucky from Lewis. Cross with his good scoring in this leg.
Well, this is to break the throw. 16 to leave double 16. Now can he take advantage? This would be a real early blow, and he's taken it out. See, that's where he's so good. He doesn't seem to be phased one little bit by being up there on the big stage.
And the one thing I do like about Cross is when he's on a double, he just takes that extra moment to focus on the double, and it's not often he misses it when he does it with that routine.
Well, it's 2 out of 2 so far. He'll happily continue that, won't he?
140.
First to 10 to take a place in the quarterfinals.
Good first dart.
140.
And in his range with ease at the moment.
Adi and wife Sarah had their second child together, Amelia, back in August, and another maximum. Number 2 for Lewis, hoisting his average up towards the 100 mark.
Yeah, both players will be pretty much aware that it is a longer distance match, just a 19 race to 10. So you do know you've got a chance to get into a rhythm, but you just don't want to give your opponent too much of a lead. This is good darts from Lewis.
Superb, brilliant 170. Well, let's put a bit of pressure on this 100. Let's see if Rob's nerve stands this little examination. 20s. Oh, excellent. Tops, great dart. Double top then for 3-0. Oh yes, 3 out of 3. He is continuing where he left off after that brilliant finishing spurt to take him to this point in the competition. And he is continuing.
Well, let's be fair here. Adrian Lewis hasn't really done that much wrong. Averaging 104. But what Rob Cross is doing with those finishes of 80, 68 and 100 is denying his opponent 3 more darts, another visit to the board. 100% on the double some Cross. Wonderful start.
80.
Adi Lewis, managed and mentored by former world champion Keith Deller. Keith watching on, living every dart with him as usual.
60.
The Players' Championship win in April, Adi, not Keith. Won the World Cup last year with Phil Taylor.
You frightened me then when you thought you meant Keith.
He can still throw darts.
Of course he can. Of course he can. Our resident spotter.
He's only in his late 30s as a mere boy. Well, a little bit more than that.
100.
Lewis still maintaining the advantage in this leg. Vital that he gets a foothold in the match.
Yeah, despite the 3-0 scoreline,
97.
he's obviously flying first in this leg and has got a very good opportunity to get his first leg on the board. Break after 5, he's got to make sure that he's still in the match going out to the second session. When you get a player averaging around, somewhere around the 100 mark, doesn't matter if it's just below or just above, they're very hard to break. Don't get many chances.
140.
Apart from that victory in the World Cup last year, you have to go back to the Auckland World Series of 2015 for Adi's last big win.
140. Adrian Bartlett.
Now he'd like to end that particular sequence. He needs to get this. 9-9. This is a big dart. Oh dear, and
Robbie
Cross
Requires 60.
might well punish that.
Yeah, that's a big miss from Adrian there. When you look at the perspective that he had to try and get himself going, that was the chance to get himself going, and he's put it back in Cross's court.
Refocused for tops, and he makes it 4 out of 4. This is wonderful finishing by Rob Cross, and it's 4-0.
Impeccable finishing
He
from
just
Cross.
rocks back almost. You can see him almost mentally resets before he takes that double, that attempt to finish the match. He just refocuses almost visibly.
Yeah, and it works for him. It's obviously something that he's tried, and it works pretty well. Keeps working, keep doing it.
157.
Brilliant again from Adi Lewis.
Oh,
No doubles out of 4, Adi. That's the difference. 4 out of 4. Rob Cross.
Yeah, those 3 darts in that leg was the real miss, to be fair. All of a sudden, he could fly a 9-dart.
140.
He's got that sort of talent, you know. He could come from nowhere with a run of fabulous darts and fire his way right back into the match, but he needs to do it soon.
He's had a 9-darter in the Players' Championships this year.
He did.
180.
The maximums flying in. A second there for Rob Cross. We've had 2 for Adi Lewis. A break at the end of this leg. How Adi would like to make it 4-1 rather than 5-0.
Robbie Require 127.
Well, 127. He's been impeccable on the finishing, 4 out of 4. Will he give himself the opportunity? Just needs a single here or possible treble.
Bullseye! And he's missed one.
Adrian Require 144.
Well, the bounce out didn't help in the previous visit, because it would have given him a shot at the ball with this dart, strangely enough.
92. Robbie Require
9-8 you'd
21.
expect here for Rob. Normal way of going about it. There's the 9.
Yeah, just takes that little step back, doesn't he?
That's that refocus we were talking about. Now a chance for Lewis.
Adrian Require 52.
Might be a must take, this one, was it? Tops.
Needs to get it.
Yes, get in! He's into the match at last, a little bit belatedly, and to the first interval, Rob Cross, the exciting new talent on the world darts scene, leads the twice world champion Adi Lewis in a race to 10 by 4 legs to 1. Down the road in Taunton. Meanwhile, the action is underway here, and you see that Rob Cross trailing Adi Lewis, who has the darts in this leg. But that's brilliant again, 3rd maximum for Cross.
Yes, and again, challenging the Adrian Lewis throw. Oh, it's unlucky there. That's another fall out of the board.
80.
Great last dart in
Well,
the circumstances.
Well, good composure there, you've got to say.
Cross, though, good chance of getting another break of throw here now. Didn't need that.
Good directional
80.
change there. Leaves a finish.
Ton 40 would aid the chances for Lewis. It's not sitting nicely.
He needs at least a ton, doesn't he? He has to stay there as well. Couldn't
60.
get past.
Robbie Require
blocker.
156.
So 156. Double 20 is the target. There's one of them, needs another for double 18. Now he has the chance for the 156. Pauses, resets, double 18, and takes it magnificently. 156, how about that?
Clinical, precise, and absolutely brilliant. Apart from those couple of darts in the leg 5, the one which Adrian won before the break. So finishes of 80, 68, 100, 16, 2 and 156.
And a reminder to people who maybe haven't been watching throughout the tournament, we said earlier on, as A.D. Lewis compiles a really good visit with a ton 40, but we said that probably on current form, Rob Cross is certainly meriting a place in the world top 4. And the way the draw is working, let's see if he can get another maximum. He does.
Called by John before the MC, but he was just checking it just to make sure. Back comes Lewis.
140.
The way the draw is set, it could be a Michael van Gerwen versus Rob Cross final.
Yeah, it's possible. Obviously, a few of the players will have something to say about that, and a lot can happen.
118.
Quite
a few of the matches yet to be played today and tomorrow.
Well, Darren Webster is certainly a man who wouldn't shy away from having a few words that he heard that. He's playing Michael van Gerwen this evening, and he'll be fancying his chances to do what he almost pulled off last year. Now 104 for Cross. Oh, great dart. That leaves double 16.
There's the pause. And there's the close.
That is absolutely superb. He's playing and finishing wonderfully well. He's averaged nearly 105, but these checkouts are clinical.
Yeah.
177.
Not just the obvious winning the leg, the confidence going to the next one, but you're denying your opponent another visit, and it's got to be right in the solar plexus, hasn't it?
A.D. Lewis is averaging nearly 103, and he's getting cracked at this stage, 6-1.
99.
Well, you see them there. Adrian hasn't really done that much wrong.
It's the big finishes that he's been reeling off. 6 doubles out of 10 as well, and hammering that 180, that treble 20.
If you're scoring as well as that, you're always going to have a chance, certainly on your own throw, and always challenge
94.
your opponent against the darts. When you can finish, I mean, he's had 6 finishes, a 156, 110 and a ton, and just as important, the 60, 68 and 80. Incredible.
Fabulous cover shots there from Cross, but Lewis can't finish on this visit, but 144 is going to be a big ask, and that's a nice leave by Lewis.
Well, as I just mentioned, he's had a 156.
Surely he's not going to do it again. Surely not. He can. Wants another.
92. Adrian Buchanan.
Well, it looked like it was on after the first one.
Certainly did. Tops then for Lewis for 6-2. Double 10. That was a big pressure dart. He had to take that one.
Yes, good dart from Adrian. Still hasn't got himself yet in that sprint mode that we see quite often from Adrian when he just flows with the big scoring. Can't wait to get back round and do it again.
Well, he's been working away on the practice board, having to come away from that, working away, trying to regain and refine that magic which served him well and carried him to those 2 World Championships a few years back.
Yes, I'm sure there's plenty more to come from the jackpot.
Cut back on his exhibitions and just working and practicing and trying to find the magic.
84.
Well, you have to as well. I mean, obviously you can't do a lot about when you've got an injury and you've got an operation, and obviously it's very important to be at home when you've got a new addition to the family. But you know, you really do have to put the work in, particularly on the Pro Tour, because it keeps you sharp. It really does. We've noticed that in the tournament where some of the big names have gone, because the other players have been sharp. They've been playing on the Pro Tour all year, and they've taken their chance when they got it.
Rob Cross just had a 45 visit. He's not had too many like that. Let's see if he another loose one. Didn't get punished as he might have been by A.D. Lewis though.
So good chance here for Lewis. He's got to keep in the big scoring.
Seems to be missing a lot with low darts here.
58.
Yeah, and the way his angle lands in the board, the dart angle he throws at, it's very difficult sometimes to get past that dart, so it needs to be on the top wire, doesn't it? somewhere around that route.
Two of them just stuttering for the moment. Lewis really wanting this, and he's dragged that low again. Is that tension, Alan?
Maybe he's just trying that little bit, but he's really trying to dig in there and get into the match. And sometimes you get a little bit frustrated and you can't have your normal throw. Well, impeccable finishing throughout this match from Cross.
Oh, off the wire.
Not this time.
Needed that for the bullseye.
Adrian Lewis.
Shanghai on 20s for Lewis. Treble, single, double. There's the single.
2 balls.
No, sir.
I can understand him going out. As we noticed and we mentioned, the last 2 visits around the treble 20, the first one has gone low and he's been able to get past it, so that's why he went for the bull route there.
90. Looking for treble 20 again. He's got it for double 5 now for a 90 checkout to make it 7-2. He's missed one.
80.
Yeah, that's the first one he's missed when he's taken a step back. Big visit here for Adrian. Double 10. Ooh.
He didn't throw that with a huge amount of conviction, did he? Double 5 now. Rob Cross for 7-2 and a big 5-leg lead. He's gone 3 double 1 and taken it. Most people go the other way, 1 double 2, but it's what you fancy, and he now has a 5-leg lead.
It's been very difficult for Adrian to get back into this, but he has to, as we've said, continue to work on his game, stage presence, playing at a clinical level.
Doubles have just let him down a bit, haven't they?
Well, just the timing of them as well. I mean, that was a big visit there, 7-2 to 6-3. You know, it can change a game a little bit. Making your task just that percentage-wise too much higher than it should have been.
2 out of 11, only an 18% success rate for A.D. Lewis. Rob Cross very much better.
Yeah, he couldn't do a lot with the first 3 legs. But the 4th leg of the match, he had those 3 clear darts at the double, and then it's all been, I wouldn't say a struggle, but an uphill task.
Interestingly, Rob's double checkout rate, which we highlighted there, exactly mirrors his tournament rate. A 54% checkout rate over the course of a tournament is impressive.
128.
He still believes he's got a lot more in the tank as well.
Oh yeah. Lewis throw under pressure once more. And he needed that one, but Cross can take this. Interval at the end of this leg. Is he going to make it 8-2? Great first darts. Treble 18 again. He's got it for double 16. Resets, poised. Double 16.
108.
Ooh, on the wire. Again, another big chance for Adrian.
Double 10. Oh dear. I don't think it's going to be today. It doesn't look like his evening.
It's just the sharpness. Those vital moments at the end of legs.
Double 16 then. And that is the big difference. Scoring, not a lot in it. A.D. Lewis looks on a little bit baffled. He can't quite understand why he can't find the doubles that matter. And as he leaves the stage, Rob Cross leads 8-2 and only needs 2 more legs. It is 8-2 to Rob Cross against A.D. Lewis. Meanwhile, on board 2, an important break of throw which we've just had from Justin Pipe. It's now 7-6 to the Irishman William O'Connor, but it is absolutely nip and tuck and looking like a match which is going to go right to the wire. First to 10, remember. Adi Lewis, his doubles have let him down here, only 2 out of 13. He's not been scoring badly, but Rob Cross finishing impressively and getting the big hits when it matters. And he's taken an early advantage in this match and never really looked grip.
So clinical, the 7 of the first legs. Clinical finishing. 80, 68, 100, a 60 and 2, 156, 110.
96.
Really is an impressive start from Cross. Lewis was always on the back foot from there. He's had a couple of opportunities though.
99.
He'd be mad at himself on a couple of those where he's had 3 clear darts at the double and taken the leg. If you do the swinging in legs there, he had have taken those 2. Still would have been 6-4 and still game on.
James Wade or Ian White awaits the winner of this match in the quarterfinals.
96.
Good match that was earlier on, Ian White against big James Henderson. White squeezing home.
Yeah, it was a quality encounter.
123.
Gone either way.
Cross will be first to a finish on his throw to move within a leg of a place in the last 8.
Adrian's going to leave something. Not happy with the lie on the first dart, that's why he moved to the 18s.
98.
Good last start.
110.
So 110 for Cross. Justin Pipe has squared up the match on the other board. It's 7 each against William O'Connor. Double 18 now for Rob Cross for 9-2.
74. Adrian 96.
Must take, you sense this for Adi Lewis. Double 18 and he's got it. 8-3. Maybe a little bit too little too late, but it's a break of throw, you never know.
Yeah, still needs to take anything he can from the match, whatever happens. That dart from Cross is probably the worst dart he's done at the double in the whole of the match and probably tournament. It's quite a bit off.
Real nip and tuck encounter between O'Connor and Pipe, isn't it? It's a real scrap, that one.
Keeping our 2 guests in the other arena packed as it is here.
Superb arena this is for watching darts here in Minehead. If you've never been and you like your darts, you really should be making the effort.
134.
Keep fighting, AD.
97.
1 leg at a time.
Well,
He's
he's got
himself the 1-7. That'll get him going, won't it?
Yeah, he's giving himself a squeak.
Well, I'm sure he's at plenty of 170s in his career.
140.
Might have to do it now with the Cross on 87. There's one of them. Make that 2. Bullseye. Yeah! 70!
Adi Lewis, take a bow!
That's the Lewis magic. That's what he's been looking for.
And what it does, it gives you that bounce again, doesn't it? But back comes Cross, just to let him know who's the boss.
140.
Consecutive legs, though. It's 8-4 now. Didn't need that.
Well, when things are just starting to go in your direction and that happens, it's a real kick in the shin.
Treble wire that was, wasn't it? Absolutely full on.
39.
It just doesn't help matters. It spoils your concentration, focus as well, because well, he laughed, didn't he? He couldn't believe it happened.
It was the time that it happened.
100. 48.
Well, he had the 170 checkout, and what has followed has been a touch more prosaic.
59.
Yeah, it's just when you... Well, we said at the time, didn't he? He's got the bounce back, and that swing went very quickly. But he could fill this up here with the angle of the dart there. Come on, 80. There we go.
His third maximum. Cross has had 4. But Cross still with the advantage in this leg. Oh, brilliant cover shots.
Yeah, he's getting to that place on the hockey where it becomes relentless at times.
On the other board, William O'Connor leading Justin Pipe now 8 legs to 7.
121. Roger Glass 68.
Well, this is for 9-4, 68. Treble 20. He's got it. Double 4 now for 9-4. Double 2. Ooh, he was a little bit quicker there with that one.
Yeah, maybe just thinking, well, Adrian's starting to claw a little bit back here. 13 for tops.
This is for 3 consecutive legs, and he's got it. 8-2 becomes 8-5.
Yeah, that's what we want to see, Adrian. That's what we want to see.
He wants the crowd with him. 3 straight legs for the former world champion.
98.
Such a better player, really is, like a lot of other players, when you've got that little bit of bounce and the crowd behind you and the noise. You want that in the auditorium. But back comes Cross.
Well, that's the way to silence the cheerers for Lewis. With his 5th 180.
Lucky with the lie on the second one.
29.
It just touched the top dart and blocked the bed for the treble 20, so he had to move.
Well, that's a glimmer of an opportunity for Lewis. If he could get 140 plus here, 180 would have been even better, of course.
This is that first dart lie, isn't it? He just can't get it on that top wire as regular as he would like. Not a finish, but very important last dart for Cross.
Another one.
And
That's
again.
2 on that top treble wire.
Oh, I think he's had more than 2. Certainly 2 recently.
Yeah, coming at a key moment. That's the thing. And again, the concentration just going.
It just stops your momentum there, doesn't it? You know, he hit that 170 finish, then 113, and he was really bouncing.
90.
Important last dart for Cross. Lewis a long way back. That's not sitting well. Nor that.
57. Robbie Lacroix 72.
So he's got the time. Big 20.
Double 16 for 9-5. Missed another one. He's finding it so easy earlier on, but he's suddenly finding the darts a little more tricky. But Lewis, no finish. Just trying to apply a bit of pressure, Alan.
Well, he knows it's a much tighter game now. He knows Adrian's starting to play well.
Double 16. Double 8. Just a little bit more tension in his throw. Double 4 now. Suddenly becomes a very, very big dart. The crowd know it, and they're trying to shape the course of the match, some of them. And he's missed it.
Well then, is this the turning point?
This is a massive dart, Alan. He's got it! He has got it! And it is now 4 on the spin, from 8-2 to 8-6.
Yeah, it's definitely game on. There's no doubt about it.
60.
Come on the other ball.
8-all between Justin Pipe and William O'Connor. Tight match, and Adi Lewis is right back in this.
Whatever happens at the end of this match, Adrian's got to really be proud of his efforts here. Certainly was under the cosh, wasn't he? A few things went against him. He's shown his true qualities.
Rob was sailing along imperiously at 8-2, seemingly with 1 foot in the quarterfinals, but he's kept plugging away, Adi Lewis, and the pressure has just begun to tell a little.
81.
He was a 2-1 on favourite with the bookies before the match began, Rob Cross. I guess he'd still be the favourite now. But the momentum has just gone Lewis's way.
Well, there's been a swing from both ends, hasn't there? Because Rob's just started to miss a couple of doubles here and there. He's back in the treble. There we go.
6th maximum. And he's on a finish.
Well, Adrian will be as well. Bullseye. With the left tops.
Roger Require 80.
Well, that makes this 80 look a bit more of a must-get for Cross. Great dart, double 10. Great dart. This is for 9-6. Oh, it was a little unlucky. Big deflection. Tops now for Lewis. Double 10. Cross can't watch, and he's missed.
That was such a big opportunity to get within one leg, John.
That might be where the match has been determined. And there's the double that Cross has been finding elusive. He nails it this time, and now needs just one more leg.
Well, the look on Adrian Lewis's face there tells you the whole story. It really does.
He thought it was in, Alan.
Yeah, what an opportunity it was. Well, the dart stayed in the board, the flight fell out. He's still got the maximum.
O'Connor leads Pipe 9-8. There's another maximum, his 7th.
3 on the bouncing legs.
William O'Connor needs just one more, but look at this from Lewis. That's another maximum. Brilliant from Jackpot.
Raining maximums here in Minehead. It really is. Incredible darts from these two players. And here we go again.
Oh, how about that? Boom! Maximum, 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 maximum. 141. He can't get the 9-darter. Rob Cross can win this match with a 9-dart leg. Lewis just checking where he is, has to concentrate, and that's a good dart, good thinking. Now can he do it? The 9-darter. Treble 20, the first dart he'll be going for. Or is he going down? He's coming down. He's missed it.
Can't do it now, so Adrian Lewis, well, an incredible scoring leg from both players, but Adrian Lewis has left tops.
For a 10-darter. Gotta get it. Gotta get it. Oh, that's a very, very loose dart.
Well, he saw him throwing there, and he almost stopped, and as if he was changing his mind. It was a strange moment, really.
Cross for victory for 10-6. There it is. Good match. Lewis, though, a poor start. Cross, brilliant finishing in the early stages. It got to 8-2. Lewis came surging back to 8-6. But then Rob Cross closing it out with a match average of more than 101. Adi Lewis, signs of the recovery he needs with the World Championship approaching. But Rob Cross, one of the form men of 2017, wins it and takes a place in the last 8 by 10 legs to 6.